is I opened up my image, which is basically a stacked image channel. So I go to extraction here in Cyril and split channels. Now I'm going to split the channels into red, green and blue. So I click apply. It's created 3 files. I will recompose the image. So I will use pixel math, and normally these boxes here would be empty, but I've already done this previously and you can see what I've entered into here. First of all, I need to come up here and enter my files, and they'll appear here. So first of all, I'll go and grab the files, and then what you'll see is the 3 files, the red, the green and the blue files are in here and loaded. And in your red file you should enter this 0.8 times red, but make sure that you've got red here as appears in the file name. So this is R. The green channel is R, so it's 100% of that red channel, and the blue channel is this formula, so it's 0.5 times green plus 0.5 times blue. And you can see now what it looks like. We first of all need to calibrate this. So let's go to color calibration. And what we need to do is select an area with no stars and just the background. So let's make a box like that. Use current selection here in this box. Background neutralization, click here. Now the second step of this color calibration is to choose a very bright point. So I'm going to choose this star here. Doesn't have to be exact, but we'll use that point there. Use current selection and apply. I'm going to crop it. Do a background extraction. You want these red squares only where you have your background. In order to take some of them away, you just right click on them, and if you double right click, it will take away a bunch of near ones. Press compute background and you can do remove green noise. Save it as a 16-bit and save. This is just telling me that actually the saved file is going to be in linear form and is not going to show this auto stretch. So save anyway. And Control J will copy the layer. Let's call this starless, because I'm going to subtract the stars. So on this layer filter, I'm going to come down to RC Astro and I use Star Exterminator. Control J again. And let's call this stars. So it's going to be stars only. So in levels, first thing I do is I adjust the black point. And then I'll need to try to remove some of this nebulosity. Okay. Now I'll stretch that a little bit. And that's my stars layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch the starless image, and then I'm going to add in the stars later. Let's stretch a little bit more. Set the levels. I'm going to go to Camera Raw Filter. First of all, vibrance, and then saturation slider. Added quite a bit more color. Now clarity. Let's zoom in to an area to get more detail. Okay, and you'll see how the clarity will improve detail. Probably that's a bit too much. Let's back it off a little bit. Let's come up to here. Camera Raw Filter. And the clarity, let's come down here and look at the details. Increase the clarity a bit. Okay. We can go to selective color here, and we can pay attention particularly to the yellows and the blues. So the yellows, if we bring the cyan down, you can see it's going very gold. I think that's too much for my taste. So I would say somewhere around there. Take it off a little bit more. I'm going to go to the blue channel, and I'm going to just try and increase the intensity of this a little bit by stretching it. So I'm going to bring that level slider up a bit. And it's too much. Bring it up a bit. See what that's looking like now. Lasso tool. Inverse. So I've gone around the nebula, and I'm going to inverse it so that the area that is affected is outside the nebula, is the background. So I'm going to go gradient extractor, gradient exterminator, medium. Let's brighten it up. And increase the saturation.